Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers, and welcome back to Mercury Farms. It's noon on the next day. Starting the day kind of late. Slept in a little bit. Happens when you're not feeling, great under the weather, so you decide to sleep in, try to get some rest. Plus our fields were not, for the most part, aren't ready for anything. But I will show you this. Now that our chickens are taken care of. They're still producing eggs. I think we're up to 58 per. Yeah, there we are, 58 per. Every 4.5 hours, we'll get 3 chickens because roosters don't do nothing but. Why do I put a rooster in there? Just for show. Although I think he does, quote unquote, lay eggs for whatever reason. But as for our grass fields, I did get the other grass field done in the in-game day yesterday. So they're both on cycle, and they finally just hit their first growth stage. So there are our grass fields, all pure grass. All the bushes are gone. Looks so much better. And we'll get a much better yield. And there's our grass field now here as well. If we look at the map, it looks kind of weird. Looks like there's a tree growing over here. This is where I was mowing before. So I don't know why this is considered fertilized. I don't know. But whatever, we'll see what happens next time we mow it. I don't know. I really don't know. As for fields down here, the 2 fields that we quote-unquote owned, they are double fertilized. Neither one, let me recheck that. Yeah, neither one's ready for harvest. The field that we bought a couple episodes ago is ready for harvest. So we can harvest that. And today we're merging these 3 fields together. So obviously we got to harvest that, and then if we go here, we're going to lime. This one needs lime. I don't know. Yes, that field needs lime as well. So we'll spread some lime down in all 3 fields and then plow them all together. With this one, I know it doesn't need to be plowed, but I mean, we got to merge it here. I might as well plow this, and I don't know. Maybe I won't plow this just yet, just because I really want to expand it from this field to be something like this. I want this to be all one huge field. Don't ask me why. That's what we're going to do. We'll jump back to this farm here. Let's climb into our harvester. And we'll head right on over. And we'll start harvesting some oats. I would like to put a shed down as well at some point, but since it hasn't rained just yet, we've only been here like 4 or 5 in-game days, so no rush. If it does start to rain or there's rain in the forecast, then we'll think about it. This is oats, so we can actually get enable straw swath. Yes, please. I may actually sell this straw, because I think we got plenty of it right now. And yes, here I go. I said probably, I didn't say probably, I said I don't want a loan on this map. But if I really want to get into the cows, it will take a while to get us the cash to do the cows. So we may do a loan just to get the cows started and pay back the loan. It would be probably like $350,000. I just want the loan to get the cows started. Because I think at the beginning I said I want to get them around episode 5 to episode 10, somewhere around there. Let's be honest, we're sitting at $80,000, and this is episode 7. So, I mean, do I see myself getting that much cash in a couple episodes? No, I do not, unless we go to the bank. So, I mean, if I keep waiting for the cows, we won't have cows like episode 20, 25, and by the time we reach the end of the Let's Play, we won't have enough cows to say so, to actually make it a true dairy farm. So we may dig right into the cows by getting a loan. We'll see how this next cycle of crops go. I can't get them just yet because I gotta wait for those grass fields to mature, cut some grass to make silage. We have hay. We have straw. So the only thing I require is silage to make total mixed rations. And then we can decide about the loan and how to approach it. I don't see us getting that much cash in the meantime. Even if there's a miracle of crop growth, I don't. We don't have enough fields to get that much cash. Not playing on hard economy mode. No, we do not. And if we're honest with ourselves, what made us a great farmer to get to this point? Well, the last farm we're at, we borrowed cash. When you don't have the money and someone else has got it, you go to them and ask for it so you can have it to expand. So that's what's made us to farm on the last Let's Play very successful. We borrow cash. Now, am I going to borrow millions of dollars for this farm? No. Like I said, just enough to probably get the cows going. Once the cows start producing milk. Now, the milk sale is pretty good. And then, yeah, that can help us pay off their loan pretty quick. But I think also actually having the extra grass fields now, we can get more grass, more silage, more money. You know, some people say more money, more problems. So we got 4,700 liters of oats out of this field that need to be plowed, limed, no fertilization. Didn't have weeds in it though, so I guess that's a bit of a plus. But we did get some straw, so we'll be able to sell the straw, whatever price that's going for. Everything seems to be buried right now, so I think we'll just park the combine right here. And probably sometime today anyways, our other oat field that we have, right over here, will be ready today as well. You can see it's not too far out. But now we're going to grab our tractor and our loading wagon, pick up the straw. What is the straw going for in places? $45 at the straw barn. Well, it's not too bad. $200 for manure? That is a pretty good price for manure. I think we were only getting like on Ravenport, weren't we getting like 160 at the biogas plant for that? Anywho, that's one thing about having cows. We would definitely get some manure. But let's go pick up the straw. Like I said, I think we got plenty of straw. Yeah, we got almost 100. Well, almost. We do have 185,000 liters. And we're going to be making more straw this afternoon at some point. Maybe not in this episode, but when we harvest our oat field, we'll get more straw. We can always make some. We know how to make some. We don't have the cows yet, so I'm not too worried about it. It would be nice just to sell some stuff today to make a little bit of cash. So I think that's what we'll be doing pretty soon once we make some silage. Is yeah, we'll have to borrow some money just to get the cows started. If we don't do that, it'll be quite a few episodes before we do. And by the time we get to the end of the series, the cows won't be the way I kind of was planning for it to be. So we need to get them started. And the sooner we have the cows, the sooner they start making money and we can pay off that loan. I'm not going to say pretty quick, but if they produce enough milk, maybe it will. So I'm just thinking what to plant in here once we get this field made up. And I'm thinking barley. I don't think we've done barley yet. We've done wheat. We've done oats. Of course, we've done soybeans and canola. I'm just thinking a cereal crop would be good here just because we'll get the crop. And then, of course, we always get the straw, which we could sell, like we're going to right now. With this load, 30,000 liters of straw, up to the barn we go. And I'm not going to look at the map because I think I know where I'm going with it. Actually, can I get up? If I go straight, does that bring me up there? I don't think so. No, it does not. It'll bring me to field 23, but it won't bring me to the straw barn, it looks like. Maybe there's a back road there. I don't know. Well, I think I just learned a valuable lesson on Mercury Farms. The straw barn does not accept loose straw. And I would have said, I guess if it doesn't accept loose straw, it's not going to accept loose grass or hay or even silage. So that means hopefully the animal dealer, the livestock market, the price is going down. It's not as much, but now I am curious. I thought, well, I'll just go put it in storage, but now I'm wondering, do they take loose? I think we brought it there last time, though. Or was that silage? Yeah, that was silage I think we brought down. We've been saving the straw. So let's head on down to the livestock market and see if they accept loose straw. Alright, here we are. Now we know we sold the silage here. Can I sell? I can sell loose straw here. So the barn only accept bales, it appears. So we got $1,100 out of it. I'm going to hit this red car once again. I got to find a different way to bring this in here. Well, of course, it's noontime, so yeah, we got to stop and have ourselves one of the best burgers from the best burger van. I just got to wait my turn. Can I say here? Seats taken? Alright. Always make sure you throw your trash into a trash bin. Some people, I don't know, just throw things everywhere. This is your town too, people. Keep it clean. Alright, let's get back to work. Head on back. We need to spread some lime on those fields after we merge them. So we need to grab the plow. Shouldn't take us too long. It's not like the grass fields we did last episode. It's kind of flat as well, so the New Holland should have really not any difficulty. It had a little difficulty on that grass hill because, well, it's pretty steep uphill. I think I was doing 4 miles an hour in some areas. So 30,000 liters of straw gave us $1,000. Welcome to hard economy. Times are tough. Now I've already brought all the stuff back. Yes, my voice is still bad because I'm still suffering from a cold. I brought all the stuff back from doing the grass field the other day. I was prepared. Now I gotta turn on the HUD so I can make sure it's on to allow to create fields. And I think we'll go this way first. Let me unfold that. Let's see, I'll turn that on. Snap train angle is on. We'll let that lower. Auto width. Set position A, which is going this direction. Okay. Actually, no. I'm not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. Okay, so there's position A. I want to get the plow on course with that. There we go. Back into guidance steering, set position B. That looks really good. Okay, so let's back on up. Alright, somewhere right about there. Back in. It's a little tedious right now with the guidance settings, but once he works on it more and more and more, it'll get better and better and better. So there we go. This field needs to be plowed, so I might as well just go right on through. And we're just going to keep on going through. And looks like this field up here is going to get expanded just a little bit. I am going to leave some room on the post edge for now, so we get room for the harvesters and whatnot to turn around. The grass fields, I kind of went on the edge because I figured, well, if I mow up near the edge and do all that, it doesn't really matter. As we plow at a wonderful 6 miles an hour. I do realize there are better plows that are out there at this point that would probably do this job. But for some reason, I'm sticking with it. I'm stubborn that way. I'm a stubborn peanut. Alright, let's try to get the edge just about right. That looks good. Lift up the plow. Now I just want to go over here. What field sticks out further than the other, or are they pretty even? And you know what? The GPS is almost lined up perfectly now, so let's get closer than that. Yeah, so when the other GPS system we had in 17, it had where it would just automatically start up when you turn a corner. You could have it start up. You got to keep going here and turning it back on, which kind of is a pain. But I'm not going to complain because at least we have something. There we go. That is all set there. I don't really need it to do in between the fields. And turn the wheel like that. This one I'm just going to eyeball it, because I'm not going a far distance. Just like that is good enough for me. What I'm going to do here in the entryway is kind of like do some painting, terraforming if you will. I'll repaint some dirt roads coming in here and make it look just a little bit better. But for now, what I need to do, I can turn the GPS guidance system show lines off. And I am going to get to plowing these fields together and plowing the middle field as well. Shouldn't take too long because I don't have to go all the way to the end. We don't have to do the field that's already cultivated, just to where the grass is right up ahead. So give me just a moment, and I'll bring you right back. Well, I do have the plow turned off so it doesn't create a wider field. And the other good news is, there are no posts in the ground. We got them all with the stump grinder. And also, I didn't find any posts either, so I must have got them all into the trailer. Which I'm glad, because to drive all the way up there for a post, for what little we get for them, wouldn't be worth it in the diesel fuel, really. But we're almost done plowing this field as well, so the fields will be mostly plowed. This periodic plowing in 19, I know it says every 3 times, but I don't know how it's going to be on Mercury Farms because I haven't owned these fields long enough to see if they will cycle every 3 times. But as we saw in Ravenport, it wasn't every 3 times. It was kind of, hey, the game thinks it needs to be plowed now, so unless it was one of the crops that need to be plowed after every cycle, like corn, sugar beet, potato, and I think the other one would be sugar cane. We did sugar beet and corn, and yes, every time we harvest it, the field needed to be plowed right after. But as for the other fields, there was no rhyme or reason why and when it needed to be plowed, so I don't know. I also would like to try cotton at some point on this map to see if I have the same problem as I did on the other map with the cotton stalks. But will I ever get enough money to do so? I mean, I guess I could plant cotton in a big field and then just lease the harvester. But then I would have to... Well, I could lease the modded harvester. I wouldn't need a trailer because that would hold 100,000 liters per bale, and I can just, if I get 100,000 liters, we'll just go sell it right away. But that's getting way ahead of ourselves. Because the next step that we're going to purchase is getting a loan and doing the cows. Yes, I said it, getting a loan. I know I said I wouldn't, but now I'm saying we are. It's just going to take a while for the money to come in because we don't have enough assets on the farm to do what we need to do to get the cows right away. And cows are not like chickens. Chickens are going to reproduce fast. Cows do not reproduce fast at all. I should have enough lime to do these fields. If not, well, we're not too far from the farm, are we? So we can just pop on over and get some more. Alright, so how are we looking here? Yeah, so you can see 9 and 10 need lime, and where I plowed needs lime. I was like, why does it need lime here? That's because I created more of a field here. That's right. I know. I'm paying attention for the most part. Good thing about lime is it's not that expensive. Also, we're using a modded lime spreader at this point, or I'll just call it a spreader. Travels faster, uses less lime and fertilizer, depending on what you're using. Which is very helpful on hard economy. Now, the only time, I said this before, the only time I really played in hard economy was back in 17. And it was before I started doing YouTube videos on Rattlesnake Valley. Those fields were so huge and I was making so much money. I restarted it and put it on hard mode. I mean, you were still making so much money per field. It was ridiculous. But you weren't able to buy every field within a matter of 10 hours of gameplay either. So I can imagine what it'd be like playing on easy mode on that map. There was a map I had my eye on for a while, and I haven't heard nothing about it for a while. It's an American map. It's a 4x map, Midwest Horizons. So I know there was testers out there. I know people are testing it, showing it in streams and on YouTube. But I haven't heard much about it since. So I don't know how it's going. I don't know on this channel if I would ever do 2 farms at once. Technically I am doing 2 farms at once if you watch Farmer's Dynasty. Now if I could drive straight, this spread would be just about right, but I'm thinking it's off a little bit. And I'm thinking it's going to be good enough. Probably see little slivers of it here and there when we look at the map later on. But eventually these fields, well, in 3 more harvests, they'll need more lime anyways. And at some point we will expand these fields. But I can't resist. If I can see it, I'm going to get it. Like I just said a little while ago, lime's not that expensive, and we got a good spreader. And looks like I got just enough lime to finish off. We'll have a little bit left into the tank. Not enough to do anything really, but it's enough. It's enough to get the field done that we have. Alright, so now if we look at the field, it looks good. Some fertilization there from fertilizing it before. It's kind of weird that when it's not a field and you fertilize around it, the game remembers that you fertilize that area. Then when you turn to a field, it's like, hey, by the way, you spread fertilizer here days ago, and it's still here because you haven't harvested that section. So we got plenty of fertilizer and seed in our seed drill. So let's go ahead and plant some barley down. There's a hedge there, Peanut. Very good. Wow. I guess it's true what they say about cold medicine. Don't operate any heavy machinery. So it feels good to have these fields seeded now. Having them sit there for like a day and a half with nothing in it was grinding at me just a little bit. I'm like, we need cash. And the fields are just sitting there. But now that we got them merged and we are seeding it, everything's good again. I will say this, it's kind of hard to tell when you're seeding with this seed drill, the color the way it is. It kind of blends right in with the lime, doesn't it? So, I don't think it'll cost us anything to change the color of it either, because we already kind of paid for a paint job, so I think it's free now. Anytime you want to change the color. So I probably do need a workshop down here anyways, instead of going to the dealership. I don't mind going to the dealership to fuel up our vehicles right now because we don't have that many to fuel up. But as for repairing things, it might be wise. Now I do know, I think there's like the toolbox out there. And that's a pretty cheap option. So that might be something that we could do in the future. But now, as our seed drill does a little sidestepping there. Let's park it right into here. So there is our new barley field. Like I said, eventually it will include all of this ages down the road. But I kind of need to clean up this little area right here when we drive in. I do know there's another area over here that we can drive into. We'll just leave it that as is. Because since the main farm's like right here, we need an entryway and these shrubs are bugging me. So I'm going to save the game, turn autosave off, and do a little landscaping. And hopefully I don't screw up. There we go. And just like that, it looks a lot better. Let's get a bird's eye view of it now. So now we can come right in from the main farm right there. Those shrubs are gone. Come right into here. And now we have this whole field is ours. And in the future, if we scroll up, you can see how big that field can be. All the way over, I don't know what's growing in there. It looks like a cereal crop, but eventually we can buy that field and merge it down. But I think we got to buy these oddly shaped ones next. I think one might have cotton in it. Kind of looks like cotton. Let's fall from the sky and check it out. Yes, it is cotton. Like I said, the next step we are going to do is get involved into the cows. This has canola in it, though. That's a nice crop. It's a nice crop. Yeah. I need to focus. Need to focus. Focus, focus, focus. But there we go. Another nice size field for us. Now we can just wait for that to do its thing. Hopefully later on in the afternoon, before the evening hits, this oat field will turn over. It's kind of close. It's kind of close. If we go, let's go to this page here. Nope, not that one. Looks like the last growth stage. And this down here, is this canola or soybean? I don't remember. But that's got another stage or so to go. And then, of course, our grass fields up here. We're just waiting on them to get to harvest stage. We're just going to mow that up, row it up, and then bring over to the BGA, make some silage, then take the silage, bring it down to this, our storage area. And once we do that, we'll place cows down. So, nope, that's the wrong page. So basically what we're looking at is animal pens. I am going to use the modded one for the map. Where are we here? Right here. So it's $180, 200 cows. It is cheaper. It is $180 per day. I do think, though... So see, this one's $300 per day, and it's $200 per. The only thing about this one here, the in-game one, I think the pasture is actually smaller, but for the price, we'll definitely go with the modded one there. So there's $180,000 that we would need. And then, of course, we'd have to come in here and animals. Definitely have to get this guy right here, the Silo King. And, of course, it's 60,000 liters, so 53,000, so that's like 230. We'll just say 240 because I want to paint it. And then I'm not going to bother with a tanker. That does milk and water. Milk and water. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I'm hoping that the modded cow pasture will take loose straw. Yeah, it should take loose straw because that's the only thing it will take. What am I thinking? Oh, yeah. Cold medicine. I'm blaming the cold medicine. Yeah, so I'm just going to need like a water tanker. And I think that's what, 9,000? Back in the animals, right? 9,500 for the Joskin. Yeah, that's the smallest one that we can get. What I probably will do as well, we'll do more landscaping up by the animals, and I will put in a little water pond. Easy access. Easy access. I don't know exactly where, so I mean, if we come up to the animals. So the cow pasture probably will go right up against this back hedge right here. It does stick out quite a ways. It's either going to go against that back one or this back hedge over here, depending on how the what do they call these markers are when I place it down. I can't, unless I borrow some money. I don't have the money to try to see what it looks like. But we can probably put like a, maybe like where all the equipment is. Maybe you can delete all that and like put a pond in, put some trees around it, make it look really, really nice, or maybe more over here in the corner. Because that way, in case we decide to put more pastures in, we got room. Yeah, maybe we can put like a little bit of a pond over here. We can get kind of creative with it. So yeah, that's the thing that I'm kind of planning on doing. Get a loan. Like I said, maybe 300 grand. Actually, I don't need a total 300 grand because we do have 80. So we'll see when it comes to it. So 300 grand, it's not going to be 3 million like it was in Ravenport. And yeah, I just want to do enough just to get the cows going. Once the chickens get going, I don't know how many eggs are here. But if you look at the egg prices are not that bad. Look at that, $1,500 per 1,000. And you can see the milk prices aren't that bad either. So that's why I want to get the cows going as soon as we can. And also we saw selling the manure is not that bad either. But now we got 2 big grass fields, so we should get a lot more yield off it than we have been. So that's a good thing for us. We got now a bigger field down there. We just merged and that's seeded, ready to go. So it's rolling along. It's coming together. It's coming together. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I appreciate you watching as always. And I'll catch you next time, Mercury Farms. But until then, have a good one.